Hi there, warm welcome to you. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first. Then I have exclusive piece of information for you. Interesting topic. I've been working on it for some time. Now I got some confirmation. Maxi, first viewer who commented, welcome Maxi. Elijah Kano joined, welcome Elijah, how are you doing? Vaye here, Vaye is a regular participant in live chats now. Iklemariam Asfao join, Sefin Valeen here, Iri Love, Mikhail, Abi, Lily Hale joined after some time. Lily is the first member who joined tonight's live chat. Welcome, Lily. Special welcome to you. We have Land of Origin, Abikreo, James Birhano, Hailu Edugna, not Edugna, Hailu Darge joined. Ethio here, Kadir joined, Estefanos Birhe says you're exaggerating. I haven't said a word so far. He said you're exaggerating. Stefan Valeen says, waiting for your hot news, dear. Ethne here, Deep Reach joined, says, when you say deadly, do you mean its effective plan or destruction? Well, Matiko Dema here. Let me share the main points of the plan. Will it work or not? That perhaps can be talked about in coming videos or live chats. You can give your views too about it, but let's first have a look what this plan is about. Why is it a deadly plan? Eritrea, Pearl, join, Abe, join, Sapper here, says Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, Sapper. Yunakidane here, Mulugata Shifrao joined, says, we think Sajid, Eritrean military is much less powerful than Ethiopian defense force. Well, we can compare, but this live chat is not about comparison. It's about Ethiopian military plan. If we analyze the two plans by Eritrea and Ethiopia, only then can we draw some parallels or draw some conclusions and make comparisons. Mesfin here, MMT join, Yosidik here, Simon here, Berhano Eregavi says, let me advise you, Sajid, try to interview some of your viewers. Berhano Eregavi is suggesting I should interview viewers. Well, I have been requesting members for around 2 years now. Any member who has bought membership, who pays a few dollars per month, anytime they can contact me if they want to be on my views and news. They can send videos, they can send audios. I will share that on the channel. Or they can join me in one-on-one live chat. Uh, I am open to it, but members don't want to disclose their identity. I understand. Uh, that is why they have not been willing to join. But if anyone who is a member and who wants to have one on one chat while others are watching, you can join me. You can contact me through my Gmail, sajid 672000. Kalip Tiklai here, Tom Tom, Fikr Man, uh, EA Hunters, Mr. Samra, his Kibriab, Vara Ilo, FBGine, Unizka, interesting life, always joins with a question, says, do you think Abiy will show the same mercy he shows TPLF Fano? Is he showing any mercy? Did he show mercy on TPLF? Sifisosia Bonga here. Are you Sifisosia Bonga? Beatam Gob is joined. Beatam is a member. Special welcome, Beatam. Beatam says, Sajid, the day Abi got removed, I will feed 1,000 homeless. Well, don't wait for Abi's removal. If you have the capacity to spend on the poor, don't waste any time. Maybe they need your urgent attention because they need of food. Don't wait for Abi to be removed or anyone to be removed. Dane Kobe here. Yeah, Dane. There were POWs from Tegarai. Pano confirmed that a documentary had been recorded. Then everything went quiet. Dr. Ayman Musa joined. Goracha here. Kedku joined. Goracha says Eritrea's better option is to give up Assab without preconditions and trade with Ethiopia. Abrehat says 100% sure PP will not war against Eritrea. HD15 says Abiy is a madman and he will flee to UAE. Well, when there are tensions, whenever there are tensions, frictions between countries, militaries don't sleep. They make plans. They make plan A, plan B, plan C. That is what military's job is. Militaries keep themselves alert and prepared. Yes, I have seen the interview, Eritrea Pearl. I'll speak on that tomorrow. So, uh, the plans are to be implemented if there is need for the plans to be implemented. That is why, even in peacetime situations, such plans are made. That's what military's job is. Sifi Sosia says, this is from Eritrea. Your critical analysis is accurate, Saji. Thank you. Amate says, you are becoming entertainment, just like the Ethiopian government announcing every 5 minutes about declaring war. But it's entertainment for you, not for your leaders. Eritrean leaders, Eritrean military officials, Eritrean soldiers. It's not entertainment for them. What is Asas Savuki doing in? What was he doing there in Egypt? His return home. A lot is happening. Khalid Said says, are we started? We're just about to start. Ethiopian prisoners have been released from Eritrea. Yeah, I did a video on that yesterday. All good join. Robert Halley joined. Welcome, Robil. Thank you for joining, Robil. Robil in touch with me for a long time. Good to see you, Robil, here. So, what is Ethiopian military plan against Eritrea? I would request you to let me speak for around 10 minutes. I'll explain. Abi, the legend says, UAE drones are flying over Amhara, Tigray. Tell us about it. Well, it's not a secret. I mean, Abi said, PM Abi, at the parliament that we have conducted drone surveillance of the crops in Tigray, and Tigray had bumper crops this year. So he confirmed drone surveillance of basically Tigray military and TPLF leaders. In Amhara, drone strikes ongoing. So it's not a secret that drones in operation there. What's special about it? Don't rely, Robil, on YouTube notifications. YouTube does not send notifications sometimes. Okay, let me start, viewers. You can ask questions, write comments after I finish my talk. I would request you let me speak for less than 10 minutes. I'll wrap it up in less than 10 minutes. Two questions I want to make before I start. Why is that Ethiopian Prime Minister, Ethiopian military officers, welcome Brian, why are they so confident that they can, that they will gain access to sea? Abiy said in the parliament that I am 100 million% sure, or 1 million% sure. That's what he said, that Ethiopia will gain sea access. Generals, retired generals, who are part of the team, by the way, of Abiy, Samra, Johannes, others are saying that we will not stop at Assab. We will march to Asmara. What is the reason behind this confidence? Are they just threatening, and the threats made by them are hollow threats, empty bravado? Or is there something behind their threats which is convincing them that they have a real chance against Eritrea? This is the question. Eritrean side says that the Ethiopian leaders are worthless, just bragging. They have no substance. Don't just take their statement seriously. All day they make such stupid remarks, but in the past their military suffered losses, so they have no real chance against Eritrea. If you ask me, there is a reason. Eritrean military plan just wait a minute. Sorry, my daughter was not feeling well. I just wanted to know that she's fine. No, you're not late, Jeannie. Welcome, Johannes. So, there is a reason behind the conviction of these Ethiopian military leaders and their politicians. They believe that they're in a position to destroy all the Eritrean military strength. The plan they have made is a deadly plan. That is what they are saying in their private conversations, that we are communicating it to our Eritrean counterparts, that don't expect a 1998 like war. Don't expect that there'll be a border clash in Bore, there'll be a border clash in Hajar, there'll be a border clash near Adegrat. No, this time we are going to bomb each and every structure which you have built. This Ethiopian military plan has Ethiopian Air Force at the center. Ethiopia has mainly two forces, Air Force and Ground Force. The center of this plan, the main characteristic of this plan is that it will be implemented by the Ethiopian Air Force. That is why you are seeing that Ethiopian PM is spending a lot on the Air Force. He's buying the most modern drones, buying modern fighter jets and bombers, buying modern air defense systems, buying electronic warfare systems. So he's spending a lot on Air Force. Why? These Ethiopian leaders believe that they have a serious, significant advantage over Eritrean Air Force. They say Eritrean Air Force cannot stand up to Ethiopian Air Force for even 24 hours. They say that 24 hours is a very long duration for Eritrean Air Force to stop Ethiopian Air Force from destroying every strategic facility in Eritrea. This is what the reason is of the confidence of Ethiopian leaders. They say that they have compiled a list of all the strategic facilities in Eritrea. If war erupts on day one, Ethiopian Air Force will destroy everything. Whether it's Massawa Airport, whether it's Asmara Airport, whether it's Sawa Military Training Center, whether it's presidential office or presidential or other government offices in Asmara, everything will be bombed on day one. And there'll be no one to stop Ethiopian Air Force because Eritrea does not have the capability. Eritrean Air Force does not have the capability to stop Ethiopian Air Force from entering Eritrean territory. Ethiopia, Eritrea does not have any air defense systems which can stop Ethiopian drones and bombers. Eritrea does not have any modern fighter jets and bombers. There'll be no dogfights in the air. And they say that last time during 1998 war, Eritrea relocated its air assets to another country, maybe to Yemen or to Sudan. Uh, why? Because Eritrea did not want its fighter jets and bombers to be destroyed by Ethiopian Air Force. And Sudan did the same, by the way, a few weeks ago when it relocated its military planes to Eritrea. So, their the first part of their plan is that they will destroy military installations through airstrikes and drone strikes. Not just military installations, but civilian installations too, which are of strategic importance, like bridges, like railway junctions, like other uh, important civil infrastructure uh, places which could be used by military. And lastly, round the clock, they are monitoring the movement of Eritrean military leaders. They say they have the capability. They have the capability. Eritrea does not know that it's AZ King join. Uh, Thank you for buying the super chat sticker, AZ King. Long time. You're back after a long time. So the Ethiopian drones are in the air over Eritrea. The movement of Eritrean channels, the movement of Eritrean leaders are being monitored. This is not 1998. This is 2026. By the way, these Ethiopian military commanders, they say they'll do the same to Tigray. They say last time they withheld. They did not cause large scale damage in Tigray. This time, if war erupts, it will be deadly. Tigray leadership, Tigray's military targets, civilian strategic facilities, all will be bombed. And within a few days, Tigray and Eritrea will turn into a rubble, like Gaza has been turned into rubble, like parts of Ukraine on Ukraine-Russia border have been turned into rubble. That's why Abiy said in his parliament speech that no one will be able to stop Ethiopia, that just like Russia is bombing Ukraine and Israel. My internet connection was cut off. Can you hear me now? My connection is getting disconnected. Can you hear me now? I think I'm back. I think I'm back. You can hear me now. Uh, Mithiko says you're exposing top military secret. Well, Mithiko, if Sajid sitting in Pakistan knows these plans, uh, Eritrea would be aware of it. Don't underestimate Eritrea, Eritrean military capability. And I think Abiy disclosed this plan, by the way. When Abiy delivered a speech in the parliament, why did he draw parallels? Why did he mention Israel? Why did he mention Gaza? Why did he mention Ukraine? Why did he mention Russia? Abiy said that basically, he implied Ethiopia will destroy Eritrea just like Israel destroyed Gaza. Israel destroyed Gaza not through ground force, but through air force, through drone strikes, airstrikes. Russia is destroying parts of Ukraine, obviously through ground operation and through massive airstrikes, missile strikes, and drone strikes. So he was drawing parallels on the basis of this plan, which maybe I'm the first one to disclose. But I think that this is the message being sent by Ethiopia to Eritrea unofficially, that we are going to make you go into a stone age if you don't listen to us. By the way, when you know that US stuck Afghanistan after 9/11 attack, and back then they threatened Pakistani government, Pakistani channels. They said, if you don't cooperate with us, we'll push you back into Stone Age. We'll destroy whatever you have. Militarily, whatever you have achieved in terms of your progress, economically, we'll destroy everything. And this is the type of threat which is being given by Ethiopia to Eritrea. And why are these military cargo flights arriving in Asmara? Why are so many flights arriving? Eritrea knows it, that this is 2025, not 1998. Just having a strong infantry won't give Eritrea a chance to stand against Ethiopia. Eritrea needs to have weapons to counter Ethiopian modern air force, drones to counter drones, jets to counter jets, bombers to counter bombers, air defense systems. This is what Eritrea needs. They know it, by the way, and they're not uh, exposing their capabilities. But don't just think that they're sleeping. They're not sleeping. They are making preparations, defensive preparations. Problem problem for Ethiopia is that Ethiopia knows about its plan. It's dead sure that its plan will destroy Eritrea. But Ethiopia does not know what Eritrea is buying, which new weapon systems are being purchased by Eritrea? Which new air defense systems are being purchased by Eritrea? Which new drones are being purchased by Eritrea? And if a war erupts, what will be the role of third parties? Will someone come to the rescue of Eritrea? Will Egypt come to the rescue of Eritrea? So it's not that this plan will easily be implemented. Eritrea will easily give in. No, but it's a deadly plan, by the way. If war now, it's going to be a deadly war. It isn't going to be 1998 Ethiopia Eritrea war. Even in Tigray too, if war erupts this time, it won't be the war like we saw 4 to 5 years ago. This time, federal government will try to kill each and every TPLF leader, Tigray military channel, and their backers in Eritrea. That is why peace should prevail, talks should start, negotiation should start, but not under duress. I mean, Ethiopia cannot force Eritrea to give away Assab to Ethiopia. It won't happen. Eritrea will fight. Yes, Eritrea is at a military disadvantage, serious disadvantage, keeping in with the known military capabilities. Maybe they have acquired some systems which they can use to counter Ethiopia, but their known capabilities show that they are at a serious disadvantage. What will Issar do now? I think ball is in the court of Issar. He is the main man. A lot depends on what he is thinking. Is he ready to fight till the end? Or does he think that he has a real chance against Ethiopia? Is he ready to die? Is he ready to fight a long war? Or does he just want to continue as a Eritrean ruler and he does not want any war? And he's ready to give away some territories. Let's see what happens, but let's hope that time does not come for the implementation of this deadly plan by the Ethiopian Air Force. Again, I would say known military capabilities put Ethiopia at a significant advantage over Eritrea militarily in terms of air power. James says, how can Eritrea not know if drones are flying or not over its territory? Well, these modern drones fly at a very high altitude. I mean, it's difficult to spot them, to intercept them, to destroy them. Eritrea might be trying to develop the capability to spot and destroy these drones, but it does not have the known capabilities. I mean, if Ethiopia is monitoring Tigray, which Abiy confirmed, and Tigray does not know, uh, it shares border with Eritrea. So it makes sense that Ethiopia is monitoring Eritrea as well. Thank you, Beniam, for buying the Secret sticker. Hassan says Eritrea cannot stop J10 and Su-57. Does Ethiopia have J10? I don't think so. Who is being arrested in Somali region? Abelgo? Interesting question. Zakaria says, how can Eritrea defend itself against Ethiopian strategy? Eritrea knows it. That's why it's buying weapons. It knows that it's not 1998, it's 2025. Yes, Eritrea cannot have the types of weapons which Ethiopia has, but it needs to have the minimum deterrence, the minimum weaponry to defend itself, and it's buying. It's buying. It will buy more, you will see that. People will suffer because both countries are in an arms race. They're not just relying on their foot soldiers, they're relying on their weaponry this time. Elijah says, never ever by expecting PIA will give up territories. Let's see, will Isaias agree or not? But if you ask me, will Isaias give up territories or not? I agree with Elijah Kanu. Isaias won't easily agree to give away Assam to Ethiopia. Yes, if Ethiopia starts an air blitzkrieg, it will cause havoc, destruction in Eritrea. But if it goes on for some time, if conflict goes on for some time, things could take turn, things could change. Goracha says, I think Ethiopia is threatening to make Eritrea agree to negotiations. Hopefully, there is no war between them. Well, Goracha, if Eritrea does not give in to these threats by Ethiopia, what will happen? And Eritrea will have to take the threat seriously. That's why it's buying weapons to defend itself. Eden Gaming says, how do you think the war will play out to give honest response base? Well, I cannot just respond to it in a few words. How will it play out? What will be its impact? How will it start? How will it end? I think we can analyze the question if there is imminence of war and it starts, then we can talk about it. I think it's too early now. Land of origin says, how about Eritrean maritime capability? Maritime or military? By the way, Eritrean Navy will also be attacked by Ethiopian Air Force in case of war. ENDF does not have any large naval force. It's rebuilding a navy. Eritrea does have a navy. It has its naval vessels. Ethiopian Air Force jets and bombers can target Eritrean naval assets too. This is also part of the plan. Minium is standing on Nakfa mountain holding Ethiopian flag in early 2026. Minium is dreaming tonight. Interesting point by Abu Abukar says, why can't both countries see that this is a big gamble that could destroy both countries, especially Ethiopia with its five fronts? You're right. The two leaders, the two countries, and the two peoples, they should know that war could destroy the two countries, that war could destroy the region, that millions could die. That is why say no to war. Instead of glamorizing war, instead of romanticizing war, instead of proving that your side is the strongest side on earth, try to say no to war. Tell the leaders to whatever sources you have that war is not acceptable for anyone. This is the message which should be sent by the people. Otherwise, they will suffer. In the end, people will suffer. The 46 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.